So you just put a sound system in your car, and now you're facing some sort of a dilemma. Your lights keep dimming every time your sound system hits, and you really don't want that. It's bad on your electrical, and you really don't want a cop to see your lights flickering and pull you over. Here's some of the things that I've done to my car in order to prevent that from happening. The very first thing I did was a proper tune on the stereo system will kind of help with that, and it'll help protect your stereo system. That means don't push it as far as you possibly can. About 80% is about right. You really don't want to go any further than that unless you plan on replacing it every year. The next thing I did was I've been replacing pretty much every light I have in my car with LEDs. I'm talking headlights, tail lights, brake lights, turn signals, interior lights, the whole 9 yards. Now, if you happen to drive a newer Chevy like I do, a big problem you'll find yourself in is it does not have the original blinker switch that a lot of older vehicles did. It's got what's called a body control module. Now, I've read on forums that it's possible to have that tuned so you can have the hyper flash taken away, which you will hyper flash with LED turn signals. But unfortunately, where I live, they refuse to do it because they say it's a safety issue. If your local Chevy dealership or a local mechanic or you yourself know how to do that, that is so much better. As for me, I just deal with the hyper flashing because there are worse things. Another thing you can do, which I've looked into myself, is a capacitor. Now what that does is it takes all the power and releases it all at once to allow it to hit harder and everything, which makes your sound system sound crisper, which is a great thing for everybody. And an added benefit to that is it's already got the power pull. That means that your alternator's generating power to replace it in the battery already. So basically it sets you up with more power available at once, which, especially in between songs and everything, it definitely helps to even out the system. Another thing that a lot of people with higher power sound systems than my own do is an extra battery, which I definitely recommend doing that, especially a lithium-ion battery, because they have a lot more energy density than, say, a lead-acid battery. Speaking of batteries, another thing to do is to definitely upgrade your original battery. You got to remember that the batteries that are in your car now are designed for a normal car. If you've got a big sound system in your car, you no longer have a normal car. What you want to do, and it'll prolong the life of your battery and definitely make everything run better, is get yourself a deep cycle battery. Now, I'm not talking if you've got like a 100-watt system. I don't know if they even make 100-watt systems. But what you definitely want to do if you've got 500 watts or more pumping through your stereo system is definitely go with a marine battery, or RV battery, the deep cycle batteries. What they do is they are purpose built for a deeper draw, and they recharge without causing damage to the battery. Unless you can happen to afford to get yourself a lithium-ion battery, those are even better. And on an upside to a lithium-ion battery is they are a lot lighter. You can get a 70-pound battery and turn it into a 4-pound battery with a lithium-ion battery, and it performs better. Unfortunately, they are extremely expensive. I plan on getting one myself when the prices go down, as they do, but for now, I'm not really wanting to spend $400 or $500 on a battery. So those are just a few tips to make sure that your lights don't flash, and as an added benefit, they last longer with the LED lights, things like that. So the takeaway from this video is not only will it even out the wattage on your system, especially at night when all your lights are running, but everything will last so much longer. LEDs last much longer than incandescents and use much less power. Using a proper battery for your system will last much longer, and it'll overall make you a much happier person. Thanks for watching Casey's Garage, and I'll see you next time.